Please be seated. What a glorious day. Welcome. I am Douglas Hicks, Dean of Oxford College of Emory University, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this, the 173rd commencement ceremony to be held on this beautiful and warm campus. We are honored to be joined on the platform this morning by our university's president, Claire Stirk, our provost, Dwight McBride, and Dean of Emory College, Michael Elliott. Each of them has a deep appreciation for the distinctive contributions that Oxford College makes to our university, and they have each played important roles in helping Oxford to flourish. Thank you for joining this morning's celebration. I offer a special welcome to family and friends of the graduates, many of whom have traveled long distances to share in our commencement ceremony. And we enthusiastically welcome those graduates of the class of 1968, the 50th anniversary class, who are dressed in golden robes. You look terrific. Present today are many members of Oxford's Board of Counselors. These alumni and friends are among our most loyal supporters and leaders, and we are delighted that you are here. And I welcome Emory University's Alumni Association President, Ashley Grice, Public Health and Business School graduate. Thank you for sharing with us today. And our most heartfelt greeting is reserved for you, Emory University class of 2020. Today we call you the Oxford College class of 2018. Over 470 students will have received your Oxford degree this academic year. This is a record. Each of you has overcome obstacles to sit where you are sitting today. I want to offer a special salute to our students who are the first in your family to attend college. Congratulations to all of you. We are so proud of this class. On either side of you graduates, you are surrounded. You are surrounded by the Oxford faculty. They embrace you and your accomplishments. We stand in support of you as you go on to Atlanta, and we are so proud of you. And I ask you graduates to salute and thank the Oxford College faculty now. So we gather here dressed in ancient medieval robes, not designed for this Georgia heat, to participate in a 1,000-year-old tradition whereby we celebrate your academic achievements. As with previous generations, your years spent at Oxford will constitute the most transformative of your lives, we hope. This is a milestone moment for you and for all of us gathered. Welcome to you all. We begin our ceremony with an invocation delivered by Oxford College's chaplain, the Reverend Dr. Lynn Pace. The invocation will be followed by the singing of the hymn as it is printed in your program. Please rise.
I invite those who will to pray. Let us raise our song of praise for this day and this occasion, for this hour and moment in which we recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2018. We are grateful. We pray for the work of Oxford College and Emory University, all who make this day possible, administrators, faculty, staff, and all students. We pray for those who have retired from this place in previous years and who retire this year after years of dedicated service. We pray for families and friends who have supported these graduates and ask for their continued support today and in all their days to come. We pray for the class of 1968 as we celebrate their golden legacy of 50 years since walking these hallowed grounds as students. We give thanks for the guidance and leadership of all alums whose experiences here inform the way they live their lives. On this day, though, we offer a special petition for the class of 2018, for guidance that they transition well from this place to the next as they renew their college journey. Let them be reminded, Holy One, that they do not have to do this alone, but that they are connected to you, the sacred, to your creation, to each other, to those yet unknown to them, and always to this place, Oxford College. Holy One, source of life, remain present on this day as our gratitude and celebration shape us on this momentous occasion. And if it be in your will, we ask for just a little bit of cloud cover. For this is our prayer. Shalom, salam, ashe, and amen. Please be seated. It gives me genuine joy to introduce our commencement speaker this morning, someone who in his first year at Emory has expressed deep interest in and commitment to the mission and the people of Oxford College of Emory University. He is a wonderful collaborator and a brilliant dreamer of big ideas. I am honored to introduce Dr. Dwight McBride, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. He serves as Emory's Chief Academic Officer. In that role, he is responsible for ensuring the quality of undergraduate, graduate, and professional education and enhancing Emory's role as an academically eminent research university. In addition, he is Asa Griggs Candler Professor of African American Studies, Distinguished Affiliate Professor of English, and Associated Faculty Member in Women's, Gender, and Sexuality Studies at Emory. He has a very full business card. Provost McBride came to Emory in 2017 from Northwestern, where he served as Dean of the Graduate School and Associate Provost for Graduate Education, and he held an endowed professorship there as well. He is a graduate of Princeton University, where he earned a BA in English and African American Studies. He holds both an MA and PhD in English from the University of California, Los Angeles. A leading scholar of race and literary studies, Dr. McBride has published award-winning books, essays, articles, and edited volumes that examine connections between race theory, black studies, and identity politics. Dwight McBride is a distinguished scholar and dynamic administrator. Please join me in welcoming Provost McBride to the podium.
Thank you, Doug. And good morning, everyone. Commencement season is really among the times of the academic year that I most look forward to. And I hope that this ritual of today's special occasion here at Oxford will bring a measure of closure to one period in the lives of the graduates today at Emory, even as it represents the beginning of an important new phase in your journey to the Atlanta campus, full of promise and possibility. Now, we academics, as a lot, are rather peculiar. On the whole, we don't go in for lots of fanfare and grandeur. But on graduation days, the community of scholars celebrates in all of external splendor with those medieval robes that Doug referenced. And the culmination of many full days and long nights along the roads that have brought all of you to this milestone in your learning lives. This is a great moment for all of you, a day justly deserved celebration. A day to celebrate also all of those teachers, family, friends who've supported you on your journey to this important moment. A moment I hope that you'll recall for many years to come, and especially so when those other moments creep in, and they will creep in, when the streets of your lives seem to run only uphill, when the paths of your work seem so rarely traveled, and when the roads ahead seem to stop short of the goal. May the strength of your resolve on this day give you courage to face those future challenges when they come. On this occasion, I'm reminded of the words of two great African American writers and intellectuals, Ralph Ellison and W.E.B. Du Bois. Speaking about the importance of education, Ellison once remarked, and I quote, "Education is all a matter of building bridges." Now, having just completed this educational journey, having come to the end of this road, what lies ahead depends on the paths that you take and on the bridges that you will build. And each of you will be building a unique type of bridge, one that you may not be able to yet imagine. You'll be building bridges between cultures, peoples. You'll forge new ways of seeing and saying, and you will build bridges to new ways of thinking and knowing. And as you build your bridges, bear in mind the words of W.E.B. Du Bois. And he said, the function of the university is not simply to teach breadwinning or to furnish teachers for the public schools or to be the center of polite society. It is above all to be the organ of that fine adjustment between real life and the growing knowledge of life, an adjustment which forms the secret of civilization. Now, I've always said that one of the most important functions of a liberal arts education is to prepare students for citizenship and leadership in a variety of sectors of our ever-globalizing and connected world. And whether you ultimately stake your claim in education, in government service, in research, in the corporate sector, in the nonprofit world, in culture and the arts, or in any myriad number of the professional vocations, I very much look forward to walking those bridges erected by the contributions that each of you will make in your own time. In an era where there seem to be fewer and fewer champions for the critical role that is played by higher education in our democracy, we must not doubt the importance of bridges that we build. When we're called upon as institutions, as we often are in this day and age, to explain what it is that we do in higher education, ready-made answers for the soundbite are sometimes difficult to come by. When reduced to the equations of breadwinning and polite society, bridge building seems to many an extravagance that we may well be able to do without. And the contribution of higher education seems uncertain when measured against other seemingly more pragmatic professions and businesses. Now, I'm not going to bother you today, especially in this heat, with an overlong explanation or justification, but instead, let me leave you with a bit of poetry. Southern American poet Will Allen Drumgool's The Bridge Builder tells the story of an old man traveling a journey, lonely and long. He reaches a vast, deep chasm, Crossing its depth in the growing cold of evening, he reaches the other side and begins immediately to build a bridge to span the gap that he has crossed. He is questioned by a fellow pilgrim who suggests that he's wasting his time and strength building a bridge upon a path that he's already crossed, especially given his advanced years and that he'll likely never come this way again. The poet offers the following rebuttal. The builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in the path I have come, he said, there followeth after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been as naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him. The function of a liberal arts education is to give to students the tools that they need to build bridges, the tools of critical analysis and reasoning, so that you may truly name and understand your social and political realities. The tool of critical writing, so that you may communicate that understanding to others. The tool of research and experimentation, so that you may know how to approach the learning not of one vocation, but rather of the many new vocations and careers that will make up an engaged life. And the tool of human understanding and empathy, so that you may know where and how your choices and work in life impact the lives of others. As you embark upon new journeys, remember to build bridges for those coming behind you. Bridges for those who could not continue otherwise. Bridges to connect common understanding with new knowledges. Bridges to foster greater communication and true understanding between peoples from disparate groups and backgrounds. And bridges to make previously unimagined journeys possible. With the insights of a world-class education, let not the naysayers and the short-sighted pilgrims along your roads keep you from building your bridges as you go. As you work towards change in your own life and in the world, may you draw inspiration, as I often have, from the words of Pulitzer Prize winner and poet laureate Gwendolyn Brooks, that we are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. Once again, my deep and heartfelt congratulations to you on this very special day and this important milestone in your Emory careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost McBride, for that inspirational and substantive and moving address. We are bridge builders together. Each year at commencement, Oxford presents 2 distinguished awards that celebrate the values that alumni say define Oxford College, the challenging yet supportive personal relationships between faculty and students, and Oxford's strong sense of community. So symbolically, we celebrate 1 student and 1 faculty member for their excellence today. Since 1969, the Edie Sophomore Service Award is annually presented to the sophomore student who has demonstrated outstanding and selfless service to the college community. This recognition, the only student award given at graduation, is named in honor of the late Dean Virgil Y.C. Edie, who ably served the Oxford Academy and Oxford College for 37 years. Oxford's highest award for excellence in teaching is the Emory Williams Award, established in 1972 by the late Mr. Emory Williams, an emeritus trustee and distinguished member of the Emory class of 1932. We will begin with the 2018 Edie Sophomore Service Award to be presented by Dean of Campus Life, Joe Moon.
Good morning. For 49 years, the Virgil Edie Sophomore Service Award has been presented annually to the sophomore who has devoted meaningful and selfless service to the college community. The student who is our Edie Award winner today has not only been a strong performer in the classroom, but a model of ethically engaged social justice on campus. This student is action-oriented, one who sees a need and is not satisfied to accept the status quo. It is clear that this graduate has earned the respect, the admiration, and the affection of Oxford's faculty, staff, and students. Please come forward, Sama Meji. As Sama makes her way to join me, I ask that Sama's family please stand, who are in attendance, and remain standing as we wish to appreciate and honor you as well. All right. Sama Meji, first-year council member, resident assistant, admission ambassador, Indian cultural exchange officer, actor, director with Theatre Oxford, and much more. Your ability to balance academic demands with your community leadership is nothing short of extraordinary. There are too many voices, Sama stories, than my time permits, but here are a few notable examples. Your experience with the Oxford Theatre Program has been transformational, both personally and academically. The project called Hearing Voices, jointly directed with your talented friend Erin Okindo, creatively focused on students' personal struggles with mental health. In your own words, Hearing Voices aimed to be a candid display of vulnerability, trauma, recovery, and hope. And then your bi-weekly podcast called Bedtime Stories for Woke Children, co-created with Jenna Carricker, last year's Edie Award winner, teaches children how to navigate difficult life issues too often ignored in conventional children's literature. As an award-winning RA, you organize interesting programs for your hallmates, including Tackling Islamophobia, 15 Women's of Color You Should Know, and How to Use Your Privilege as an Ally. And finally, when any of us need to give a VIP tour of this campus, you are the campus guide of choice, with a thorough understanding of Oxford expressed intelligently and with good humor. Sama, the Edie Award represents more than deep and broad involvement at Oxford. It is awarded to one who leaves Oxford a better place, someone who contributes to the common good without seeking award or recognition. Your recommenders describe you as kind, intuitive, insightful, altruistic, and caring. You show maturity and courage by sharing your personal challenges with others in a transparent and authentic way. As a result, you routinely create an environment where others feel safe, heard, and accepted. Sama Meji, it is my honor to present you with the 2018 Edie Sophomore Service Award. With your family.
Good morning. Thank you. I am Ken Anderson, Professor of Philosophy and Dean for Academic Affairs. This morning, I have the privilege of presenting the Emory Williams Distinguished Teaching Award to a faculty colleague who masterfully embodies the spirit of this award. As Dean Hicks mentioned, this is the highest award for excellence in teaching at Emory University. Nominations are solicited from faculty, students, and alumni, and the awardee is selected by past faculty winners of the Williams Award. This faculty member is known to be a voice of reason and a calming influence, especially when it comes to matters of the curriculum and innovations in teaching. He consistently develops new courses and redesigns existing ones, always keeping his teaching fresh and the topics current. For example, drawing on the work he did over his recent Fulbright-funded sabbatical in Indonesia, he developed and taught 2 new courses, Islam and Democracy and Islam in America. Both courses were cross-disciplinary conversations across religious studies, political science, international relations, philosophy, and history. He embraces curricular innovation, as he did this year, with his contribution to the pilot program for Oxford's Discovery Seminars, American Islam Before and After 9/11. One student wrote that the course transformed his life. This faculty member contributes to the teaching mission of Oxford in many other significant ways, like co-facilitating first-year seminars, working with students on independent research projects, and for many years collaborating with colleagues on the Atlanta campus to maintain the Arabic language program here at Oxford. His student evaluations are outstanding. The number of perfect scores he receives is amazing, and students recognize that he cares about them personally and is deeply invested in their educational experience. According to students, his classes are stimulating, challenging, informative, and the subject matter is important. A student wrote that he is one of the most caring professors ever. He made us truly critically think about the course material. He challenged us and helped us grow as students and even as Muslims. He has taught in contexts outside of the classroom as well, as when he served as co-leader with Chaplain Lynn Pace for a Global Connections trip to Berlin and Oxford in honor of the 500th anniversary of the beginning of the Reformation. His efforts on behalf of the Muslim community are recognized and valued by students and faculty alike. He brings Oxford students and Muslim community members together for dialogue, and students on the selection committee noted especially his work with a local Muslim community in response to the controversy over a proposed Muslim cemetery. This faculty member stands as a model of the care for students and attention to teaching celebrated by the Williams Award, and he embodies the tolerance necessary to foster an intellectual community with the mission of creating, preserving, teaching, and applying knowledge in the service of humankind. I am honored to present the 2018 Emory Williams Distinguished Teaching Award to Florian Pohl.
Will the members of the Oxford College faculty please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present the candidates who, having successfully completed their course of study, are recommended by this faculty of Oxford College for the degree of Associate of Arts. Candidates, please rise. And class marshals, please come forward.
As affirmed by an unanimous vote of the faculty of Oxford College, I hereby confer your degrees with all appropriate rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations to all of you.
Candidates and faculty, please be seated. Congratulations, graduates. The candidates will now come forward to receive their diplomas. Let me ask you to please hold your applause until all graduates have been awarded their degrees. We have provided a platform from which parents and friends may photograph their graduates as they receive their diplomas. If you would like to do that, please note the order of names in the program. They are in alphabetical order. and come forward only as early as necessary, and please come to the platform by passing behind the seating and making your way over here to my left, your right. Thank you.
Christopher Adesanya. Sudeep Aditham. Pari Agarwal. Eleanor Agler. Miriam Akbar. Lizzie Alley. Jose Rodolfo Amador. Sahej Anand. Becca Anderson. Alexander Araujo. Suman Atlori. Aaliyah Auerbach. Nicole Auslander. Lydia Bailey. Kira Baldwin. Adam Barton. Holly Beavers. Theobesta Bakora. Kathleen Bell. Shipra Bethy. Chelsea Biename. Brandon Beerbaum. Michaela Bigler. Mary Bloomer. Fiona Bach. Olivia Boyd. Lauren Brown. Maureen Bruno. Courtney Callahan. Kendall Campbell. Card. Say yourself. Xunyuan Xiao. Fernando Cardozo Mangelos. Aaron Carter. James Cha. Kate Chandler. Shumin Chang. Jessica Chang. Wei Tao Chen. Jennifer Chen. Jeffrey Chung. Sky Chung. Michael Clanton. Emery Cole II. Emery Collins. Benjamin Cope. Emily Court. Lara Cortina. Andrew Cox. Gerald Cox. Imani Craig. Felipe de Alameda. Benjamin de Gama. Rachel Deininger. Michaela DeGilio. David Dill. Carl Dillon. Carlisle de Valentin. Robert Delorme. Sean Egan. Emily Eccles. Gabriel Eisen. Isla Akiji. Princess Ekpo. Carter Eldrith. Fatima Elfakahani. Christina Everett. Amara Evering. Melanie Fabregas. Daniela Farchi. Victoria Ferlato. Chanel Fernando. Evan Finch. Henry Fink. Gabriela Fonseca. Emma Freeborn. Mariana Freitas. Hao Fu. Quentin Gasper. Aiden Gebrselassie. Sanjali Giverghese. Mark George. Tambari George Comey. Arden Godfrey. Sean Goggin. Kyle Everett Gogio. Sneha Govardhanagiri. Tyrone Grant Jr. Mark Gwash. Vidushi Gupta. Kristen Gastillo. Emma Hanlon. Annalise Hansen. Willis Howe. Sawyer Harris. Ziad Hassan. Candace He. Jacob Hicks. Basil Hojays. Shiwan Ho. Emily Tsai. Huiz Catherine Wong. Tianshu Wong. Daniel Huff. Nicholas Engel. Barbara Jimenez. Hao Shenzhen. Meredith Johnson. Nicholas Johnson. Andrea Junco Rodriguez. Neha Kadambi. Danielle Kamran. Kareen Casti. Nikita Khan. Azhar Khan Mohammed. Dayun Kim. Lauren Kirk. Caroline Knox. Emily Koivu. Anu Korakanda. Max Krauskoff. June Kwan. Mahalia Lugwins. Melanie Lam. Catherine Lee. Adam Light. Julia Levy. Yunga Lee. Noah Laurie. Emily McDonald. Amara Madhu. Aksa Malik. Mary Mangwell. Exasi Manashimwe. Paula Manrique. Diana Marsh. Sage Mason. Lillian May. Annika McGraw. Alejandra Medina. Sama Megji. Eric Meindl. Joshua Mikos. Alyssa Miller. Annalise Miller. Hold on 1 second. Honggang Min. Shanice Moore. Gabriel Moran. Michelle Mugo. Emily Newell. Vishek Nair. Didi Koran Nampak Dipanich. Grace Wynn. Catherine Nihilist. Chichi Ninkovic. Sophia Ninkovic. Asim Nurali. Marwan Sharif Noor. Claire Ofodakun. Glory Anajobi. Aaron Okendo. Oluis and Mibo Oyakola. Akene Azobia. Benjamin Palmer. Francis Parent. Mitul Patel. Eswait Patel. Andrew Paul. Haniel Paulos. Riley Payne. Kovia Pinmetsa. Rihanna Pescapus. Chris Peters. Amanda Farrow. Joseph Piccolo. Siuan Chiu. Linda Chiu. Steele Kinard. Abhinav Raj. Nina Ranji. Daria Rashid Faroki. Swetha Ravi Chandran. Laurie Ray. Ashrith Reddy. Maya Reinhardt. Amanda Rivas. Tansy Rufiner. Madison Rousseau. Namit Sangji. Yaza Serrier. You okay? Go. Brittany Scanameo. Nicholas Scarlett. Adam Schifferdecker. Christopher Schweiger. Aisha Shah. Shabbat. Pangsibo Shen. Shiyi Shen. Shuangming Shi. Yuhan Sima. Katrina Smith. Meredith Starks. Savannah Standifer. Jonathan Steele. Nicholas Stigard. Mohammed Sayed. Anu Thiru. Janaya Thomas. Najiri Thomas. Lara Toledo. Jefferson Psy. Adeza Uwakwa. Gloria Wan. Shiwei Wang. Yidong Wang. Xingwei Wang. Cameron Warren. Jack Weiss. Savannah White. Sean Wickham. Haley Williams. Madeline Williford. Jasmine Wood. Jonathan Wu. Sibei Wu. Catherine Shu. Yumeng Shu. Alan Yong. Angela Young. Jerry Yu. Noah Zahid. Elizabeth Zanders. Eric Zhang. William Zeng. Cecilia Zhang. Dingwan Zhang. Waiyuan Zhang. Joyce Zhang. Renee Zhang. Ruohan Zhang. Xinyu Zhang. Evelyn Zhang. Ryan Zhao. Jiabao Zhang. Jacqueline Zhu. Jiachang Zhu. Sabrina Zing. That's it.
please join me in applauding the Oxford College class of 2018. So you about ready? Gives me great pleasure to reintroduce President Claire Stirk.
Well, good morning, everyone. Are you still hanging in there? Let me tell you something. If not, you don't have a choice. So you better make the best of it. But the reason we're here is really to congratulate you, the graduates of Oxford College of Emory University. And I want you to note that I'm calling it Oxford College of Emory University. And the reason I'm doing so is because I want to emphasize that you have been part of the Emory experience all along. And you will continue, many of you will continue to be part of that Emory experience. It also allows me to recognize that in 1836, on this very campus is where Emory started. And I assume all of you know the history. If you don't, you're very fortunate you got to graduate before you know all the facts about the history. This coming August, many of you will reunite with each other. You're sort of taking a little break away from each other. At the same time, you will meet many, many new people. And I encourage you to take advantage of this. You know, the human tendency is to stay with the people you know, and you should do that as well. But also open yourself to meeting and developing relationships with many of the other people you will meet. And you will also find out that as you do so, you will continue to be able to build on all the wonderful experiences you had right here on this campus. Many of you might know that the word on the Atlanta campus is that students that come from Oxford College are ahead, have sort of a special edge when it comes to leadership skills. Use those, apply those. Make sure that you become leaders and remain leaders. Find those special opportunities that there are. Now, personally, I can't wait to welcome you in Atlanta. And I hope that you are as excited as I am about you joining us on that campus. There you will have different opportunities than the wonderful opportunities you had here. You will be able to find internships with innovative companies, work with government agencies, such as our partnership with the CDC, work with places like Care International, community-based organizations, and not to mention the Carter Center of Emory University. You also will have incredible, like you've had here, but they just be expanded, they be different, service learning opportunities. And on top of that, if you're smart, you also will get away from the Atlanta campus and enjoy everything that the city and the metropolitan area of Atlanta has to offer you. Actually, the way things are going, soon Oxford College and Oxford will be part of the larger metropolitan area. Think about this. Atlanta is a gateway to the world. Although numerous new opportunities will emerge, you also will find much that is familiar when you arrive in Atlanta. There are many things you will recognize, and all of that is because we're really all together. A lot of it is the same. You will find the same values, the same communities. A lot of the signage will look the same, which will be helpful as well. You also will find academic excellence, a spirit of creativity, of collaboration, a decision, a commitment to making discoveries, and most importantly, to solving problems. There's a firm belief, just like there is here, in compassion for all. There is a commitment to valuing inclusivity. And also, it's the same as here. It's a place where we can have difficult conversations with respect and dignity. So in addition to being excited about you coming to Emory in Atlanta, I'm also excited to have you join us in the city. Your time at Oxford has given you something very special. It's sort of a one-of-a-kind experience. And when I say it's a one-of-a-kind experience, it is, because there's no other place anywhere among all the institutions of higher education in the United States, and actually in the world, that reflects what Oxford has to offer. You've already learned so much. You have learned to think critically, to reason, to debate, and to engage in scholarship for the common good. You do so much of it on campus and in the larger area surrounding Oxford. We want those same qualities to flourish as you move to the Atlanta campus. Like I said, I hope you also will take some risk, that you will explore some new opportunities. Actually, you might discover a passion for something you didn't even know you had. And that's actually a neat experience to have. You have an amazing 2 years behind you. You will have an amazing 2 years ahead of you. So today, my role is to officially welcome you to the next step in your Emory education. I've learned a little bit about you from your professors. I've learned that as a class, you embody qualities that I greatly admire, qualities such as intellectual curiosity, leadership through service, a wonderful ability to communicate, and through it all, a commitment to community. So class of 2020, which is what you will be when you arrive in Atlanta at the end of August, we together are poised to make a difference in our world, to create, invent, discover, heal, and problem solve, making our society a more sustainable place for future generations. So today, as we celebrate your accomplishments at Oxford College of Emory University, it won't be too long and we all will be together in Atlanta. Have a wonderful summer. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see you.
Good morning. I'm Michael Elliott. I'm the Dean of Emory College of Arts and Sciences, and it's my great pleasure to be with you here today to share this day with you, the Oxford College faculty, with Dean Hicks, and even with Reverend Pace, whose prayer for cloud cover, I've noticed, has gone unanswered. Leaving us, I think, with an important message for today, which is that there's always room for improvement. We call this ceremony today a commencement, but really I think of it as one of Emory's greatest halftime shows. We are here to celebrate your accomplishment over the last 2 years, but also to look forward to the next 2 that you will spend with us on the Atlanta campus. You are at the midway point of one of the most remarkable programs in higher education. Many universities in the United States describe themselves as offering an undergraduate education that combines the best of a liberal arts college with the best of a research university. And when I hear deans and presidents of other places describe themselves that way, I just smile and I think to myself 2 words: nice try. Simply put, nothing else in higher education matches the experience that you are in the midst of. Spending 2 years at one of the finest liberal arts colleges in the country with faculty who are both distinguished scholars and gifted and dedicated teachers and mentors, sharing an intimate campus with several hundred of the smartest, most talented, most interesting young women and men from around the globe, and then 2 years on the vibrant campus of one of the world's greatest research universities, with faculty who are also deeply committed to your education and dedicated as well to the mission of creating new knowledge, carrying out path-breaking research, and creative work across the arts and sciences, and constantly seeking opportunities to involve you as students in that transformative process. I do not know of anything like this partnership anywhere in the world, and as graduates of Oxford College, you are its beneficiaries and its embodiment. Since I first came to Emory 20 years ago, I've had the pleasure of learning about Oxford College and its faculty, who share my passion for the liberal arts and sciences. In the last 2 years, it's been a special pleasure to work with Dean Hicks in partnership as we think about the future of liberal arts and undergraduate education at Emory. And I know that Dean Hicks and all of the Oxford College faculty will continue to be your allies and advisors even after you leave this campus and come to ours. So it is my great pleasure to welcome you, the Oxford College class of 2018, to the Atlanta campus, and to the Emory College of Arts and Sciences, Gazweta Business School, and Nell Hodgson Woodruff School of Nursing classes of 2020. Everyone in the Atlanta campus is anxiously awaiting your arrival. We are eager and excited to see what impact you will have there. Have a wonderful, productive, and relaxing summer, and I look forward to seeing you in Atlanta in August when we all get back to work. Thank you.
These are great colleagues, and I thank them for their remarks. Graduates, it comes to this point of the ceremony where I, as dean, give you a charge. I will not electrocute you, but just make a couple of remarks. I want to draw upon Provost McBride's image that you are pilgrims on a journey. You're bridge builders. A few years ago, I had an opportunity to hike one of the great and historic pilgrimage routes in the world, the Way of Santiago, or El Camino de Santiago. We and a group of companions went from France to Spain and crossed the Pyrenees Mountains on this Way of Santiago. Along the way, pilgrims watched for yellow arrows on a blue background to guide them. Yes, they were yellow arrows on a blue background, emery colors. It looked like this. So as we crossed the fields and the mountains of France and Spain, we looked for this arrow to guide our way. And this arrow was painted on bridges, on trees, on rocks, on fences, so that we could find our way. And for me, it's a wonderful metaphor. As we are on a journey together, we look for those guideposts. Now you all are headed in the same direction next, to Atlanta. And we hope you will take us with you. As Provost McBride said, you take with you those skills and that knowledge base to build bridges, the technical and the moral capacities to understand what this world needs. You will stick close to your moral compass that you've developed here, that you brought with you, that you developed, and you will take forward. And we are so proud of you. Your education here and your education in Atlanta will prepare you to navigate, to explore, and even to build those pathways as you move forward. Use your skills and knowledge to make the world a better place. Use your skills of navigation and bridge building to help others along the way. Be an example and prove the power of education, not only for yourselves, but for your families and everyone you meet along your pilgrimage path. Just as you will always be a part of us, Oxford will always be a part of you and go with you wherever your travels lead. And I am so proud to have stood with you on your journey, and I join my faculty, colleagues, and these parents and friends gathered here, and let us congratulate you one more time. To continue our celebration, we invite you to join us immediately following the ceremony at a lunch in the new dining hall. During the recessional, the Cini Tower Bell will toll for each member of the graduating class who marched across the stage today. Over 260 tolls you will hear. Now please rise now for the singing of the Alma Mater, as it is printed in your program, and remain standing for the benediction by Chaplain Lynn Pace. Please remain in your place until the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates have departed. Godspeed to you all.
We will ever sing thy
Class of 2018, I invite you to take a moment and to turn and look at the class of 1968. They're right over here. Raise your hands, class of 68. 2018, that'll be you in 50 years. And I hope that you'll look that good. But for today, remember where you came from, the family and the friends who've offered support. Take what you've learned at Oxford College from its faculty, staff, administrators, and each other, and stand together open to the creative future ahead. Think about the ways in which you will cultivate your life between now and 50 years from now, when you will sit where the 50-year class now stands. You will always be enough, loved by the sacred for who you are. Take that message into a world that needs it too. Go from this place now to embody wisdom, love, and compassion, so that you will make a difference even when others say that it's impossible, so that you will stand in solidarity with those for whom life is most vulnerable. And may those to whom love is a stranger find in you, class of 2018, and indeed in all of us gathered here, a generous friend. May you go in peace. Amen.